Double, double, toil and trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble. It's Halloween, and YTD is brewing up snack ratings to help you out in your quest for the perfect Halloween candy. So put on your costumes and let's go find some tricks and treats right now on You Tried Dat. You Tried Dat. I'm Nick Nowak, the Palace. Shane Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Boo!
Yeah, it's Halloween, guys.
Wow.
Are you guys
Already.
afraid right now or no?
Mm-hmm.
Currently scared?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Halloween snuck up on me and scared me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it does.
Yep.
I've got 5 adult-themed real costumes. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you what they are, and you're gonna tell me which one you're most likely to wear and least likely to wear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is from the website Rasta Impasta, and they sell adult-themed Halloween costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I have a feeling there's some potentially problematic costumes on that website.
The first one's called Mr. Camel Towing Costume. It's just here's the costume. It's just a guy. He looks like Steve Irwin type clothes.
Yeah.
Right.
He's just supposed to be a tow truck guy with a shirt that says camel towing.
Hold on. Put that back up.
Does he actually have camel toe in it?
It's not really a
Okay. Hold on. $50 for a brown polo shirt and shorts?
yeah. It says camel towing.
Oh, it says camel toe. Okay.
It's got a camel toe patch.
The custom camel toe patch.
Well, the next one looks like this.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty much the exact same thing. It's like a UPS driver.
Darker.
But this is Mr. Cooter Beaver Grooming. All right.
Mr. Cooter. Cooter, always the coolest word for vagina.
Is this website just all delivery driver outfits of various colors with different patches on it?
The next one you can see is a man with a magnet around his neck
Okay.
and cat faces attached to it.
Yep.
And it is the pussy magnet.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. This is
Mm-hmm.
this strikes me as costumes that I would have thought was funny when I was like 17. Like, guys, I'm gonna be pussy magnet.
Here's Snake Charmer.
Okay.
It's your
I know
typical
what I wanna
Snake
wear.
Charmer costume with like the flute, except the snake is very long and coming out of his pants.
Giant penis snake. Great.
And the last one, which I think you'll really like, is Linguine and Meatballs. A guy with an apron and a plate of pasta with a big sausage, and he holds it like right down by his waist, and the sausage is long and curved.
Now wait a minute though. The linguine is the pasta. That's not.
Yeah.
It's what they're saying is linguine, meatballs, and giant dick. That's what the meal is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So which one would you be most okay with wearing? Like, honestly, not what do you think is the funniest to wear. So which one are you okay with wearing?
Yeah.
We've got the 2 delivery drivers, camel towing, beaver grooming, pussy magnet, snake charmer, and linguine. Chad, what do you think?
I think it's actually in that order from most likely to least likely. Like for me, the linguine is by far the least likely because first of all, it's fucking gross. It looks like he has a huge sausage dick, and it looked like you had to hold the plate, like he's holding
that's what
the
I was
plate
gonna
in front
say.
of him, and like then you can't hold a drink if you got a plate of penis in your hands the whole night.
Right.
Blade of penis.
And also the Snake Charmer one, while I do think that one is pretty funny, it just looks like inconvenient, like you're trying to turn the corner and your snake dick is like whacking, hors d'oeuvres off the table or whatever.
Yeah, it's a very gigantic snake.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It comes like 2 feet in front of his body. Like,
Well, they don't want to give you a little garter snake sticking out of there. They're trying to
Right.
help you with the ladies.
Yeah, the pussy magnet one is I just think that's a really bad joke. You know what
It's
I mean?
a bad
I think,
joke.
I think
It doesn't
you're gonna
look
get a lot
offensive, though.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of eye rolls from that one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The other two, like, honestly, people might not even read the badge. They might just think you're a delivery driver.
Yeah,
You know, if they don't look too closely, and they look like kind of comfortable outfits for the most part. So you know, it's kind of just pick between those. I guess probably the beaver one is like a little less offensive than camel towing, maybe.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't
thought
know.
Camel towing is less offensive than.
I mean, camel
Mr.
toe is
Cooter's
like kind of
beaver
like
grooming.
a
Okay.
gross concept, or I don't know. Is it? Is it?
See, my problem is those two are the worst to me because like they're gonna go like, oh, what are you? And I'm like, I'm Mr. Cooter's beaver inspector. And and there's no way on earth that like makes you look cool or is funny.
I mean,
and,
that's
like,
pretty funny the way you just said it. All resigned.
Well, and like the words cooter and beaver are objectively
I forgot
gross.
Cooter was in it. Yeah, that makes it worse. Yeah.
Cooter is maybe the dumbest word for any sexual body part. Like, oh god, baby, just let me in your cooter. Like, no one uses it.
You'd be more. I agree that Cooter's beaver grooming is bad, but you'd rather have a big plate of sausage peas.
Yeah, because you can say I'm just an Italian chef.
I'm linguine.
I'm linguine. I have a linguine. Like I actually would probably do chick magnet or pussy magnet only because like, yeah, it's like the word pussy's not great, but it's a big goofy looking costume and you're not walking around with your dick hanging out. And you're not at a party with women there. Like, ooh, I'm the cooter inspector. Like, that's just weird. and like whatever the first one is, the
camel tower.
Camel toe.
Yeah, no, you can't be talking about a woman's vagina with your costume. That's just weird.
Oh, okay. Pussy magnet doesn't talk about a woman's vagina at all. Great point.
No, talk about cats. You
just pass it off. I'm crazy cat lady. That's what I thought the costume was.
Yeah, my grandma would think that. Yeah.
What about you, Novak? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I think camel towing is by far the least
offensive
of that. Snake charmer's really like. There's nothing. It's just it's a regular snake charming thing. It's just that the snake's coming out of your fly.
Yeah.
Right. That is very, very questionable, but it's not overtly like it's not overtly as bad as I don't think some of the other ones. So.
Yeah, I don't think so either because you're not like talking about somebody else's body parts or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not as graphic as Linguini, you know. And it's kind of funny. It is funny looking costume, but.
It's also kind of like a question of value, right? Because like you're paying $50 for a brown shirt and pants, whereas the snake charmer, like you remove the snake and you can go as Aladdin next year. So like
you want to get a good bang for your buck there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Is the snake removable? Could I take it out of the pants and put it in a jar and just carry the jar around, you know, and then it's a normal snake charmer costume?
No.
I'm picturing like a mason jar. I'm like, how is that a snake charmer? What?
Put it in an old peanut butter jar.
Novak, I think you were maybe with me. Do you remember when we were? It was one of the times we were going to go up to Madison and wear costumes,
inspecting beavers. Yeah,
and we were inspecting coot. We were cooter inspectors.
Inspecting coot.
Remember when we got our cooter inspection licenses from the state? No, but there was some costume that was like gynecologist. It was like gynecologist, and it was a guy, and his doctor name was Howie Grabham or something, and like and like it came with a faceplate you're supposed to put on with a cutout of boobs. The joke being the women are supposed to just put their breasts on your face.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
who the fuck?
Why is that a gynecologist?
No, it's like a mammogram. Like
a mammogram guy.
Okay.
That's right.
But I'm like these costume makers don't know what a gynecologist does.
No, the gynecologist was Dr. Cooter. I forgot. But
gynecologist, I know the costume because Laura and I joke about it. It's Dr. Seymour Bush.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're always like, what are you going to be for Halloween this year? And we'll be like, probably Dr. Seymour Bush.
And has she gone as it yet?
Actually, the joke was she couldn't remember the name one year. And so she accidentally said, Dr. Seymour, see you next Tuesday. She said the word. I was like, they wouldn't write that on a costume. Bush is a real last name.
Kind of removing the joke there.
Right.
You picked out a Halloween costume for this year, given that Halloween is right around the corner?
Yeah.
I have not. I might just recycle my old Jar Jar mask from last year.
I need some ideas. I've gone as like a Care Bear the last couple years, but I was thinking I might want to switch it up.
If you're gonna be Mr. Cooter Beaver Groomer, then is it better or worse if you buy the Mr. Cooter costume, or if you like took a white tee and wrote Mr. Cooter Beaver Grooming on it?
That's probably better, actually, because at least you didn't spend hard-earned money on this fucking thing. $50 on this.
And you maybe get points for being so creative and original. They're like, oh, you came up with that. Yeah. Yeah.
I actually had suggested, because I was trying to think what my old costumes were, that I have like in the basement still in storage. I have like 2 or 3. I got rid of most of my old Halloween costumes, but I still had this like Santa Claus costume that I wore when I was like 24 or something. And I said to my daughter, I was like, maybe I'll go for Santa Claus's Halloween. And she goes, it's not Christmas, it's Halloween. And I'm like, yeah, I can pretend to be Santa Claus at Halloween. She seemed very upset that I would go as Santa Claus on Christmas, or on Halloween, I mean. But
Santa's got a big candy cane sticking out of his pants. Looks like Santa gave you some linguine for Christmas. A big bowl of spaghetti.
Santa pulls out his flute, and then a snake out of his pants for some reason.
All right, let's eat some candy. We've got 3 snacks, rate them on a 5-point scale. I love that, like that, different to that, dislike that, and hate that. And I'm ready to enter the 4th dimension. Let's eat these 4D. The fourth D is delicious because it says 4D, 3D plus delicious.
Okay.
That's so fucking.
That's
dumb.
fair.
It's so dumb. It really made me laugh. These things,
Gummy Candy Eyeballs.
These things look nasty. I will say that.
They're very well colored. Like I think they truly look like
exceptionally
eyeballs.
made.
Yeah. For like this cheap candy. The monster on the front looks pretty funny too. With like he's got a huge grin and all these tentacles with eyeballs on him coming out. Although he does kind of look like something out of a hentai.
I want to go as 4D monster. Just 4 dick stick.
4 dicks.
I'm gonna go as 4L, 4 linguinis. Just four plates of pasta, like front, back, and each side, just walking around.
You're like the Buca de Beppo's waiter, but only you have 4 dicks and stuff.
So they're all different colors. We got a red, yellow, blue. Are they different flavors or?
I don't know. I'm about to try my second one to see. I did a blue.
I think they might be the same.
Yeah,
No?
I think they're the same.
Okay.
They're decently sizable.
Yeah.
And they're almost like real eyeball sized. And I feel like Geiger and I said, that's the realness of the design is impressive.
I mean,
Pretty
to be
good,
clear, they look like real cartoon eyes. They don't look like real eyes. but
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good flavor accuracy in terms of eyeballs. I have no idea.
Geiger, what say you?
Well, they are 3D, so that's accurate.
Mm-hmm. But are they the 4th D?
How's this look? I can't see because I took my glasses off.
You look like you're holding 2 candies in front of your face.
And they look a little small.
Yeah, you look very squinty.
Yeah, maybe you just have huge eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I think these are surprisingly good. I mean, they're like a standard gummy flavor. I don't think they're like blowing you away with flavor. I would have liked multiple flavors per color, like a cherry eye or a blueberry eye or whatever. But I think they taste fine. It tastes like a generic fruity gummy. They're not overly sweet. The chew is fine. It's a little chewy, but like soft enough that it's not like getting stuck in your teeth and like you're slogging away on the chew. I couldn't eat a ton of them at once. And I do think, look, this is a candy you would get just around Halloween as like a stunt goofy thing. Like, oh, I'm having a Halloween party. Let's set a bunch of gooey eyeballs out in a bowl.
Sure.
And like it does that. They look cool as candy. Like they could have just easily half-assed this, but they went out and made some very fucking cool eyeball candies.
Nothing cooler.
Like all the fucking Hollywood elites will have these at their parties. They're so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling is eating these by the handful. It's fucking cool, dude, in his linguine. So yeah, he's hot. What am I saying? I will give these. I actually am gonna give these a like that. I think they're fine.
Wow. Chad,
I'm surprised as anyone, but
I think they need to be softer. You know, if you compare these to the gummy consistency of like, you know, Lifesavers gummies or like some of those like best, you know, top of the line kind of gummies. They're like a little hard actually, where they're in your mouth and you really have to work to get through them when you're chewing them. It's a little chewer than I like. I do agree that they look very cool, but I don't really think the flavor is doing it for me here. They're just kind of like generically sweet in a way that isn't hitting right for me. So for me, actually, I don't think 4D is correct here. I think this is actually a 5D candy. 3D plus dislike dat.
The bottom of these that it mentions kind of like that white part that you get on some gummies. Like if you eat gummy sharks, the bottom half is white. And I like that addition to it. They're not amazing, but I think they're kind of tasty for a gummy. I think the consistency is fine. And what I might normally say indifferent, I'm going to give them extra points, as Geiger mentioned. I think it is a good gummy design.
Yes.
So many gummies are really half-assed, right, in their design.
That
and I think that
we've eaten many of them on this pod. Gummy taco and shit.
Right. And all these extra eyes helps me see more bush. So I think I'm going to give him a second. I get a low level, but I like that. So a couple likes and a dislike. I would not have guessed that.
Nope.
At all. Let's go to the pumpkins next. These are the Brach's Mellowcreme pumpkins. They are, you've probably seen these. Sometimes they come in mixed bags with candy corn. If you get like the fall mix of candy corn that has the regular, the brown candy corn and these pumpkins in it. I've already understand what's going to happen in this particular.
I was just looking
system.
up if we did candy corn in the past, and we did do it way back in episode 35.
I'm already predicting Novak likes it. This sounds like the kind of trash candy that you like.
He's I knew this already. The second I picked him. I've foreseen this entire set of 3 ratings.
Oh.
But I actually thought, maybe I misremember. Maybe I should go back and listen to episode 35 from 6 years ago or whatever.
I wouldn't.
But I seem to remember at the time you saying you liked candy corn but didn't like the pumpkins, Novak. But maybe I misremember that.
Okay. Get to
well,
Chad, what do you think?
Well, I took a look back at those old ratings. Maybe that's biasing me a little bit. I did give candy corn a dislike dat back then. I don't, you know, honestly, the only difference between this and a candy corn is that it seems bigger and thus more annoying to eat.
Yeah.
So
super irritating chewing this thing.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna. I don't know. Well, it's like I don't know. Do you pop a whole one in your mouth at once? I didn't. I took like a couple bites.
Yeah, about a half. Yeah.
I used a fork and knife.
These are really, really gross. Do I want to? I think I'm just gonna barely squeak them into a hate dat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Tell us you love them.
I like candy corn quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And over the last couple years, so it may even be after that, I've really come around on the pumpkins and started to like them. I think more than I like
you don't have
regular
to.
candy corn.
Novak,
Who's making you do this?
You don't have to do this to yourself, all right? You don't have to swipe the credit card and buy the $50 camel toe costume, okay? You don't
This
have to
is not the first bag of these I've had this season.
Oh, you've eaten a bag of this shit?
Well, Geiger, remember, it is Halloween right now, so
That's
it makes
true.
perfect sense that he would have eaten them as close to Halloween as we are.
Yeah, it hasn't been out
and
for
it's not
2
just
days.
me; it's in my genes because they do not last long in this house.
You put them in a pocket of your jeans?
Next to his linguine.
They go very quickly. The last one I actually barely got much of the bag. They're very popular here. I'm sorry, guys. They're very tasty. I love these things. We got hate and a love. So, Geiger.
Sorry, I'm still processing.
Did you expect me to? Did you expect me to give them a hate, Novak, or
no? I don't.
Or dislike, or what?
Candy corn gets a lot of hate. I understand that candy corn gets a lot of hate. I don't necessarily get why. Like, there's some things that I'm like, yeah, I get why people hate that. I feel like even if you weren't a big candy corn fan, it still should be like an indifferent to that. Well, are you eating another one? Are you fucking eating another one,
third or
Chad?
Fourth. I've been watching you pop them in your mouth this whole fucking time.
Change your goddamn rating.
No.
This is only the second one because I wanted to go back and take a bigger bite to give it like a fair shake, because I had taken a really small.
There's no way
before.
You don't hate anything. Go back and finish another one.
No, I think you're absolutely right.
Bullshit.
I think a hate is too strong for this. I am going to go back to a dislike that to bring this in line with the
Here we go.
Okay,
moving up.
Well, I ate one. I fucking hated it. These are not good. You're baffled how I don't like them. Allow me to elaborate.
Okay.
The texture's bad. It's like this weird, chalky, crumbly, gross feeling on my teeth. I don't like it.
Oh, yeah. That's the stuff.
Oh, yeah. Keep going. What I don't like about candy corn is it's just that it looks so much like your eyeball.
I'm holding the eyeball up to my eye for.
It's literally sugar. It's sugar and corn syrup.
That's my problem. It's got that sickly sweet, overly saccharine taste that it's like that artificial sugar taste that's just
hell yeah,
gross. And what it exacerbated by the fact that it's bigger.
Novak's bigger than edging to your description of the candy over there.
He's exacerbating his penis over there. Yeah, I don't
need
like
my
it
food
at all.
now.
I hate it. They're gross. I ate one. I won't eat another. I knew I was not going to like them the minute we picked them up. I've had them before. Candy corn blows. It's for freaks. I'm sorry your whole family is a bunch of pumpkin eating freaks. I don't know. I just don't know who likes this. I just don't get it.
All right, we've got a love, a dislike, a hate. The eyeballs comfortably in the lead, but we've got the new flavor of M&Ms coming up. But first, we've got segment. And guys, what better to do on Halloween after you get home from trick or treating?
Mm-hmm.
But
then put the gummy eyeball up to your nipple, like I just said.
You guys already did the eyeball. I can't copy.
Mm-hmm. Put it on your linguine. Once you get home from trick or treating, lay your candy out, grab your phone, and call a few hotlines.
Yeah,
yeah.
That is what I do on Halloween.
That's what I do too.
So, I'm going to play some hotlines here, and you're going to tell me, I have 1 to 10 minutes, how long you would spend on that hotline.
Should I get some herbal tea so I can do a Hulk voice for 15 minutes straight without losing
No.
Okay.
There's no Hulk to be appearing tonight.
Oh, okay.
In the hotline segment. So,
are these all Halloween themed or scary themed or no?
Yeah, they're all scary.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right, not necessarily Halloween, but don't worry about Hulk Hogan, okay?
All right, great.
You need not be concerned about Hulk Hogan appearing.
Okay.
All right, the first one is Creep.
Creep us the terror begins. Creep phone. Real life ghosts and zombies talk to you. Dial 1-900-490-CREEP. That's 1-900-490-CREEP. Randomly selected callers get connected to me live. Hurry up. We're waiting for you, pigeon. If you're under 18, make sure your parents know you're calling. Just $2 per call.
Guy sounds like he's got bronchitis. Like,
Yeah. Creep ball.
oh, creep.
All right, so it's creep phone.
Yeah.
We've heard this gimmick on another one where randomly selected callers get to talk live to this guy.
The guy yelling creep phone over and over.
It's me.
I'm a werewolf. Oh.
I'm choking on a linguine. That's why I sound like this.
So creep,
Yeah.
creep doesn't necessarily imply scary all the time, right? Like,
Right.
I drive
Like
a
the guy-
white van.
He just breathes heavily into the phone for 2 minutes.
it's Mr. Cooter.
Is your mother home? I've got an Inspector Cooter. Make sure you call your parents know before you get on this line that you're talking to a internet creep.
All right, so Geiger, how long are you going to stay talking to creep?
Like, I gotta at least a minute. I gotta do it. Right?
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, that's
a minute. He sounds pretty uninteresting. I mean, he could be really funny, but I want to see what's in his bag of tricks besides going creep bone, creepy. Like, does he tell stories?
Press
Does he-
5 to hear about all the times I got fired for sexual harassment.
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Like, does he talk about like ghosts? Like, what happens?
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll talk about ghosts if you want to.
There's a ghost behind me, creep phone. Yeah, like a minute. This guy doesn't sound like he's got to go. And like Chad mentioned, he also sounded heavily congested. So.
Chad, you agree?
I think I'd go a little longer. Look, I mean, the voice is pretty funny. I'm trying to think how long I could listen to that voice and still find it funny, and I imagine we're about to put that to the test for the remainder of this podcast. But so I think I'm curious what kinds of things he would talk about. What are the creepy things? What does he consider to be creepy? What are his thoughts on the dance, the creep? Isn't that a dance? Anyway, so I'll go 3 minutes for this guy.
Oh, nice. It's the longest anyone's ever stayed on the call with this guy.
My script is only 30 seconds long.
I'll just play Creep by TLC for a couple minutes if you don't mind.
Did you purposely dial creep phone?
Are you sure you didn't butt dial?
You can hang up any time now.
I'm tired of doing this voice. Could you please hang up, please? My throat is raw.
Okay. The next one is 1976 Psych. PSYC.
Okay.
Hello, is this 1976 Psych? I was in the dark until I called 1976 Psych. Now I know my past, present, and my future. You can too. Call 1976 Psych.
Shockingly little information in that commercial.
You can get to know your past.
He didn't know his past
Your
already?
present. He also doesn't know the present.
Creep phone, you're talking to me at present. Past, you got to your life's low nadir when you called creep phone.
It's funny. They're like making that commercial, and the guys, and they're like, "Okay, what is it that you do with the thing?" And he's like, "Well, you get to know your past, present, and future." Yeah, okay, but the commercial has to be 30 seconds. Just put some music and dial tones around it. I don't know.
Yeah. Record him dialing. Boop, pop, boop, boop.
Your present is you are $7 poorer.
All right, record it. Record me push a couple buttons. It'll be busy. I'll hang up and then record again. Are we at 30 seconds yet?
I'll pin the theme song to I Dream of Jeannie, and then we'll start talking to the guy.
Beep, beep, boop, beep, beep. Just dialing the whole goddamn number.
Was there like anything in the video, like him like looking around spookily or something, or was it just?
There was like the number with like this weird background, and then it cut to the guy, and he was like mustachioed with like almost a mullet. It just showed him dialing the phone. So
taking 15
right.
minutes to dial. Boop.
Chad.
Your present is you have a bad haircut and mustache. Your future is you will never get laid.
Chad, how long are you staying on with this guy?
There's just really not a lot to work on with this one. I do actually, as a person with a brain and memory, know all about my past already. Like I do know things that happened to me in my life. I'm pretty aware about my present. Kind of don't want to know about my future because it's probably just going to be depressing. Your future is that you will continue to do a podcast for 100 listeners for the next 30 years. Oh, really?
30 years?
You can't see it that well. This is basically what the guy looks like.
That is a very 80s man right there. He is an 80s man.
He looks like Dietrich Bader from Office Space.
Yeah, he does.
You know what your future has? 2 girls at one time. Girl double down on a dude like me.
So how long did you say?
It got to be less than the last one for sure. The creep is way more interesting than this. Just
the creep. It's creep phone. It's not a creep on the phone. Well, maybe it is.
I'll go 2 minutes here.
Geiger?
The past is my hairstyle and clothes. The present is touchtone phones, maybe? The future. Yeah, I don't know.
It says the past is, and then it just repeats you dialing the number. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, yeah.
When you call us.
Yeah!
Creep phone.
Sounds like Cookie Monster. See, it's more creep phone. $2, call your parents.
So how long do you say for psych, Geiger?
In the beginning of the psych ad, was someone asking if they were supposed to call psych? Did I call psych? Is that like I took 15 minutes carefully pushing one button per minute. Boop, bop, boop. Oh, wait, is this psych? That's where I really wanted to get.
I am high as fuck. Did I go psych?
Do you, know who I was supposed to call, man? I thought this was the fan club for the hit USA Today show Psych. That probably wasn't it, though. I want to find out what's going to happen to me. Don't we all? Yeah. I mean, I probably know it won't
at
be
least
right.
Future. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to say I'm pretty clear on the past. I mean, I have a pretty good grasp on what already happened. For example, I know what just happened in the last couple weeks coming up to October, since it is Halloween already.
Right.
I know what I already decided to buy for Halloween. I'm getting a giant telephone costume and going as creep phone. Hide in people's bushes and go, creep phone!
Remember, kids, creep phone is a sometimes call.
5 minutes. You can't you can't half-ass your future. I need to know what's going on.
Okay.
So,
do you guys know who Grandpa Munster is from the Munsters?
Yes.
All right. Well, he started a club at some point.
what?
Mm-hmm. This is the Grandpa Munsters Club.
Hiya, kids. It's me, your friend Grandpa. I gotta tell you, I am starting a new club, and I want you to join. It's called the Junior Vampires of America. I mean, you'll hear scary monster stories. Now, to call, you gotta ask your parents' permission and call this phone number, 1-900-909-4300. You'll hear all about my monster friends, learn how to get a free vampire patch and a list of special vampire tricks and secrets. So call 1-900-909-4300. Learn how to scare your friends, even yourself. Join Grandpa's Junior Vampires of America Club, and I will make you a junior vampire.
Hey kids, call 1-900-909-4300. That's 1-900-909-4300 to hear Grandpa's scary stories and join the Junior Vampires Club. Just $2 a first minute, 45 cents each additional. Ask Mom or Dad first.
Okay.
I'm glad we
It's a bit
got
longer
that
one.
regular voiced guy repeating everything that Grandpa
Hey,
Munster
kids, you want to become a vampire?
You got a vampire patch.
vampire tricks that you can use to scare yourself. Whoa, how'd I do that?
I just
So
murdered
junior
somebody.
vampire.
I just sucked the blood of everyone around me. How'd I do that? Holy shit.
Surprise. There is multiple layers of sadness. to
It's
this.
the Grandpa Junior Vampires Club of America.
What a weird angle to like pick. You know who's got their finger on the pulse of America's youth? The grandpa from the fucking Munsters. Let's get him on the, hey, at least he's like the hot Bride of Frankenstein chick or whatever. Like, yeah. Hey, he's an 80-year-old man. I'm going to teach you how to bite people. I'm assuming it's a vampire trick.
Kids, become a junior vampire and you'll live forever.
Well, it's also like that is the least cool way to describe vampire. Like the Junior Vampires of America Foundation. Like it sounded like it's like the 9th level of Weeblo in the Boy Scouts or something. Like what in the fuck is that?
It's a non-prof.
It's just like a Republican youth meeting.
We are officially a union now.
We got a collectively bargained agreement to share our scary stories.
Learn how to scare the CEOs of big businesses by going on strike.
Remember, they got to give you 2 pee breaks a day. This is fucking dumb. Like, why would anyone want to call Grandpa Munster? That show's terrible. Like, it's not scary. This is like, if I wanted to be, if I was some emo goth kid, I'm not calling 80-year-old Grandpa Munster. Yeah.
So how long?
I'm really into some 666 shit. That's great. I eat a lot of bran cereal. I'm real regular. My cat just died.
Fucking emo kids are calling to become a junior vampire.
It's a real club of the occult. I would call like 4 minutes. He sounds kind of funny. It might be kind of funny just to hear him blab about the scary stories of Herman and the gang.
You want to scare the people around you? Just tell them how many times I have to poop in a day. Okay.
All right, Chad, how long?
This is Geiger's right. That show fucking sucks. This guy sucks. I And also, like, I think I've said this on this podcast before, but I am, like, so over vampires, like, just as, like, a cultural thing, you know? Like, vampire movies, vampire shows. I don't like any of them. I want nothing to do with this Junior Vampires of Association MLM scheme or whatever it is. 1 minute.
You recruit 3 new junior vampires.
Oh, you're a gold tier junior vampire. You can come out to our sales conference in Reno.
Now make sure, don't let your parents leave the room until they agree to become junior vampires on the
Okay. Next up, do you know what a boglin is?
No.
Okay, it's a little puppet that looks like have you seen that old horror movie Critters?
Oh, it's like a big green head with like little arms.
Yeah.
A boglin, it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Boglin.
Like goblin backward?
No, not at all, but like rearranged.
Well,
goblin,
the first, yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm a boglin. Me and my buddies want to be your friend, right, guys? Right. Call us at 1-900-909-5464 and hear how we can protect you from ferocious beasts.
And help your teacher grade your math test.
Yeah, new story every day.
One call gets you a 3D boglin hologram like this.
4 calls get you a set of 6. Trade them with your buddies.
And part of your $2.35 two-minute call goes to Special Olympics.
So get your parent permission and call us at 1-900-909-5464. Don't get the phone. I said get it, not eat it.
That is a very odd tie-in, I gotta be honest.
Not since the Easter Bunny has anyone exploited Special Olympics.
I'm a boglin. I love wheelchair basketball. Okay.
Okay. You want to be a junior boglin of America?
I think I had a boglin as a kid. Now that I think about it,
Really?
But you did.
I never heard of this thing.
I might have had a senior one. I don't know if I did. It was Grandpa Munster boglin. Hey, I got bunions.
Hey, kid, did I mention my case of the gout?
Your 10 sale, you get this free lunch tote. I just don't get...
This one 100% was like that because they're like, you know, after 4 calls, you get a 3D sticker or whatever it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And it said it was a holographic card that you could trade with your friends. Did you guys get the blue boglin? What the fuck?
I've been on the phone for 36 hours. I got the green one now. I guess, who am I talking to? Some guy screaming into the phone? I'm a boglin! Like, is that... Okay, you've established that. I don't know what else is up, man?
You think you're talking to him?
I don't know. I think this one has limited utility. Like, there's nothing scary about them. There's nothing interesting about that. I don't know what kind of cool boglin tales they can tell me. One
time I sat on a Toys R Us shelf for 6 weeks just watching kids go by me. Nobody wanted to buy me.
Because I think it's one of those little finger puppets you like you wear at the...
Oh yeah, it does kind of look like those things. Yeah.
They do look very, very funny and cool.
Oh yeah.
Like this boglin looks pretty hilarious. He looks like the Grandpa Munster of the boglins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, big old frown.
He's good.
2 little arms.
Constipator, I think his name is. But I am going to give this 1 minute. I couldn't stand talking to those frenetic boglins for very long.
Okay.
I kind of like this one.
Yeah?
Yeah, first of all, there's the appeal of like it seemed like there was multiple boglins there talking. So, like, maybe next time you call, you get a different Boglin.
Oh yeah.
And then, like, I kind of want to see what this 3D, this 3D card is or whatever, the trading card. Maybe I can make it a 4D card and eat it. So I'm going to go 5 minutes for the Boglins.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay, next one. It's very brief. It appears I just found it inside of a video, so it's like probably a short number of seconds, but just listen close. Okay, here it comes.
Oh, time out for this commercial from Jose Canseco of the A's. Hi, I'm Jose Canseco, and I want to talk to you. So call 1-900-234-JOSE. I'll give you the latest scoop on baseball and my personal life. If you want to know if I use steroids, how fast I drive, or about why I was carrying that gun, call 1-900-234-JOSE.
What year is that from?
Holy shit!
There he is.
Wow, so
Pretty
he's
long
young
time
there.
ago, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's straight up like, yeah, just call me and I'll tell you about my steroid use.
What in the fuck?
And why I was owning that gun is the other reason.
Yeah, I'll tell you why I'm fucking strapped, bitch.
And
The
look,
fucking junior vampires are everywhere. I gotta walk around.
The Boglin army's upon us. Me and Grandpa Munster are holding out in the old mansion.
junior vampires keep trying to schedule these meetings with me to sell me shit. I just gotta hold out.
Keep talking about the 3 C's. All right. Who's up?
I think
Me.
it's Chad.
Yeah. So, okay. I love Jose Canseco. I'll just go ahead and say that. I think he is very funny. The problem with this number here, though, is that he looks very young there. And I don't even think at this point he's had the most interesting parts of his life yet. Right? Like, do you remember that time he, like, drove through Florida with, like, a goat in a diaper in his car or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
He did say he was going to tell you how fast he was driving.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
curious.
I do
He has
want to
a
know
gun.
that.
Just going to give you... He's going to tell you his steroid use, how fast he was driving, and why he had a gun.
Is this advertised
So you
for
pick
kids?
up the phone. He just says, yes, 85 junior vampires. Like,
I think Jose Canseco would be a very interesting guy to talk to. He's lived a wild life. He's done a lot of drugs, both performance enhancing and probably other. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one 8 minutes.
all right, Geiger.
Yeah, I mean, I want to talk to Jose Canseco for hours. Even at this point in his life, he's done a ton of cocaine. He's like shot up creatine with the Boglins. He's got a gun in his car. He's on his way over to shoot the Junior Vampire Goth Association.
There's another name for this line. It's also called the...
Yes, I was on the juice when I hit those home runs. I betted 30 women in 1 week, creepo.
Do you want to hear about the time I just stood outside Madonna's window and stared at her?
Jose can creep phone. I'd talk to Jose Canseco for an hour or two. He's like got all kinds of wild, he banged Madonna. He did a bunch. He hit baseballs. That's not that interesting. But he's a certified lunatic. He's gonna tell me about riding around in his car with a gun. That sounds at least way more interesting than hearing like about my past that I've already lived through. Mm-hmm. Or Grandpa Munster talk about his fucking acid reflux or whatever.
Tell me about all the freckles on Mark McGuire's ass, stuff like that. That could be
how deep he stuck the needle in. Yeah, Ricky Henderson swinging from a chandelier or something. I'm an hour. I will. Wait, how expensive would that be?
It did not say time, but 10 minutes was the limit.
Well, I saved money on reusing my Linguini costume, so I'll.
You think there's a fucking hour of tape of Jose Canseco just spilling his guts?
Tape? I thought I'm talking to Jose. It says I'm not calling 1-800-TAPE. I'm calling 1-800-JOSE. Hey, what's up, Geiger? Yeah.
Join the Junior Steroid Club. All right. All right, we got another one here. This one is from Terry Bollea.
Hey, dudes, Hulk Hogan's running wild on the WCW, and I want to tell you about it right now. Call the Hulk Hogan hotline, 1-900-737-HULK. It's got 8 incredible options, like Beat the Hulk, Hulk Trivia, and one of my great Hulk messages. There's always something new on the Hulk Hogan hotline. Call now, 1-900-737-HULK. Call costs $1.49 per minute. Kids get parents' permission. Charges will appear on a parent's phone bill.
Pre-phone, brother.
I know it's coming every time, and yet it always cracks me up when he says, "My great Hulk messages." Like, it's such a weird sentence.
Beat the Hulk.
Press 7 to hear some tricks about how you can scare your folks. It's just me telling stories of my life, basically.
One way to really creep out your best friends is when you fuck their wives and then talk about it on national, get recorded over the phone about it, and then sue an entire company. What a great trick, brother.
Have you ever had 2 junior vampires at once, brother?
Not too junior, to be clear. They were old enough to make a phone call.
Young for a vampire, brother. That's still 150.
They weren't the only ones sucking, brother. I called up my buddy Gangrel. We were fanging and banging with those junior vampires, brother.
Do you know what the fuck a boglin is?
I'm really glad you called. What the fuck is a boglin?
I was thinking about cucking some boglins, and I needed to know, are there any hot lady boglins?
I once wrestled. I once went toe-to-toe with the Cooter Inspector at the Tokyo Dome and pinned him right quick.
Your past, present, and future are all involved you getting cooked, brother.
Hey, kids. All right, so here's the deal, kids. So I'm going to cuck your girlfriend, and then you find 3 other people. I'm going to cuck their girlfriends. And then they find 3 people. I'm going to cuck them too.
It's a mid-cucking pyramid scheme. Yeah, hey, Jose? Yeah, I'm out of steroids. Just hoping you could give me a Jose story about where to find some more, brother.
The Jose story. One of my great Jose messages. All right.
Me and Madonna and Jose made a wobbly H one night.
Geiger, how long are you going to stay on the phone with Hulk?
Forever.
I don't know how long you did. Forever.
At this point, I might have heard all of the great Hulk messages, though. I don't know what's left.
We established last year that you need a full afternoon to get Hulk hard.
So many steroids coursing through his veins. You're going to really have to put some sauce on that linguine, brother. It's going to take I've been holding a bowl in front of my crotch for an hour or 2. Nothing doing.
Hey, brother, do you think if I put a bunch of moglins on my hand and jack off, it'll feel like somebody else is doing it? Spooky version of the stranger.
Spooky version of the stranger. You know the stranger, don't you? Where you sit on your hand, brother.
The stranger for Hulk Hogan is when he just fucks a literal stranger walking up the
street. I like to find a stranger and sit on their hand for a little while and then have them jerk me off. Feels like somebody else is doing it.
You sit on someone's hand and you don't let them out until they join the Junior Vampires.
Me and Grandpa Munster faced Undertaker and Kane this year at WrestleMania. Time for your classic leg drop, Hulk. I can't. My sciatica's acting up.
Tag me in. I'll hit him with my walker.
Chad, how long are you talking? Oh.
1 minute.
All right, it's a little quick bonus one before we go. This is a commercial.
Bonus hotline.
Bonus. Tell me $1 to $10 how much you would spend on this Halloween product.
What's the time?
Alarm time! What's the time? Alarm time!
These slimy wriggling creatures have some interesting features. They tell the time inside. They can even scare the teacher.
What's the time? Slime time! What's the time? Slime time! U-D-L-Y!
They need an alibi. They're ugly, and they tell the time is slime time. Gold watch, snake watch, bat watch.
What's the time?
Slime time!
Slime time watch is sold separately from Hasbro.
Okay.
What is it? A watch?
It's a watch. Here, it's a watch that looks like a bat.
Slime?
Like different character watches here. So how much would you guys pay for that?
And the slime, what happens on slime
Is
time?
there slime
Does it shoot
in
out
it?
slime, or it's just look at the time on the watch, and that's slime time?
Uh-oh. It's slime time, brother.
My hand's numb. That means it's slime time, brother.
I finally got hard. It's ready to slime. So
Thanks for putting in the hours today, brother.
So it's just a watch that's shaped like a skeleton or something?
Yeah, and you open it up and it's slime time.
Oh. I don't know, $10.
Scare your teacher.
What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a watch looking like a witch. Okay, I get it now.
This is what they're selling. The junior vampires are selling in their pyramid scheme. These fucking watches.
That'd be pretty cool as a kid, though. I think
You don't need to say them out. Let's just eat the fucking M&Ms. All right, we've got M&M Campfire S'mores.
I don't wear a watch, so $1.
All right, so these M&Ms are new. They are in size the same size as a peanut butter M&M.
Yeah, they are a little thicker. If you look on the front, it looks like there's like a marshmallow border in there, like in between the shell and the chocolate.
Is there going to be any graham? That's the question.
Yeah.
What?
This is white chocolate for sure. Chocolate and white chocolate candies, it says on the front, I guess. And then, is it just regular? Is there like cinnamon in the cookie or in the middle? Something in the middle.
It's almost like this isn't, I'm sure not right, but it almost has like, makes me think of licorice flavor or something.
Yeah.
There's
Which
something.
makes no sense.
Yeah, there's something.
There's like seasonings or something in the middle.
Is there a description of what it's supposed to be?
I'm gonna do a smash test.
Yeah, so the picture on the front just has red M&M wearing a orange winter hat, and he's got like a double-decker s'mores with roasted marshmallows, chocolate, and graham crackers.
Real shit-eating grin on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they don't taste like a fucking campfire s'more at all. I don't understand. The flavor accuracy is one dunk.
Ding.
Oh, boy. Ugh.
I just put 3 in my mouth at the same time to see if I
Why?
could really bring out that campfire s'mores flavor.
Did it work?
Mission not accomplished.
All right. These are very confusing. I don't understand what they were going for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what I'm actually tasting and what this spice is. Sure as shit is nothing like a s'more. Now, they make regular s'more M&Ms, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. And they just added something to make them have a burnt taste. I cannot recommend these at all. They are not good. I'm going to give them a dislike dat. Geiger, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of white chocolate, as I've said before. So they're already kind of behind the 8 ball for me a little bit. I feel like, again, I don't know if it's... I keep eating them because I'm trying to figure out what's in the middle, and I'm like biting it across sections, and I kind of can't. It just looks like white chocolate and dark chocolate, but it almost tastes like there's like something. They're trying to approximate the graham flavor with like cinnamon or nutmeg or something in that chocolate.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste good. I know that, and I don't like the white chocolate. These are a dislike that for me. I don't like these at all.
2 dislike that's. I think this looking like the eyeballs pretty much taking the day here. But Chad, what do you think?
Well, I was good picture of I was realizing if I give these a dislike dat, it's 3 dislike dats on the day for me. I actually just went back and ate another eyeball because I actually have munched on a couple eyeballs now, while we were sagging it up and stuff, and I'm gonna change my eyeball score. I think they're fine. I'm gonna change them to an indifferent to dat. They're definitely the best of the day. These Campfire S'mores are an utter failure. The chocolate tastes weird, right? It doesn't even taste like the same kind of chocolate that you get in a normal M&M. So it's like you already have a chocolate M&M. Novak with a third eye on his forehead. Illuminati Novak. You already have the chocolate M&M, right? So like you have one piece of it done. Like how fucking hard is that? Like, you fucked up that already. Then they brought this thing that's supposed to be marshmallow, but is actually white chocolate. Doesn't taste anything like it. There's no graham to be found. Instead, there's just, these like weird spices that give this thing a truly repugnant aftertaste. And the aftertaste actually is what's going to do it for me. I'm giving these a hate dat. They're nasty.
Wow. That's fair. I thought about a hate dat. And I'm actually going to switch mine to hate dat.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. You know what?
The more it sat there, it ruined my taste of the next thing.
You know what? I hate that as well. Put them all down.
I'm in a surly fucking mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got all
That's
riled
how the
up.
junior vampires do.
Wow, flaming bag of dog shit thanks to my peer pressure. Nice.
I wonder what you get for joining the junior vampires. You get a patch, I guess he said, right?
I think they bite you and you have to become a vampire and crave.
You get
the taste of
vampire
blood.
tricks, he said. Like he said it in the thing, Novak. Weren't you put your listening ears on?
Oh, it's tricks for selling shit.
Yeah, you get to go to a convention.
Like nagging people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a dating site.
Hey, learn how to become a pickup artist. All right, junior vampires. First you tell the woman her hair looks bad. That's how I get all the babes.
Hey there, dude. Nice shirt. Did they make it for men? Just keep walking. You've just won.
Don't make eye contact. Whatever you do, don't make eye contact. She needs to look at you first, okay?
What the fuck happened to Grandpa? He's angry and surly.
Don't make fucking eye contact. Listen, kids, let me tell you about a little thing called men's rights, okay?
She gives you her phone number. You turn into a bat and fly away. Go sleep in your coffin for 9 months. You don't have to call that bitch. Oh, okay, dude. All right, Jesus. Make a wait for it.
This is Grandpa? No, it's fucking Al Lewis now. I know exactly how to pick up chicks.
Hey, remember, kids, wear rubber.
Grandpa.
Don't be a low-value vampire. He's just like, now I'd like to introduce my special guest, Joe Rogan and Andrew Tate. So anyway. Oh, yeah, I like to eat elk blood instead. What do you think, Grandpa? Shut up, Joe!
Keep your werewolf in your pants, children, unless you find one that's going to be your mummy. Grandpa Munster talking to kids about safe sex.
Now remember, kids, the pull-out method doesn't really work, okay? There still could be some pre-cum in there.
Pre-cum. Make sure you get the parents' permission to go talk about your premature ejaculation with me. The head of your linguini's going to be leaking jizz. Anyway, be careful with that.
Anyway.
Wow. Okay, what happened?
You gotta apply the condom correctly. Now watch me demonstrate on this banana.
Over the phone, they're going to watch you? FaceTiming Al Lewis?
All right, I'll just describe it and imagine it. All right, I'm rolling the condom down the banana. I leave a little space at the tip, you know.
All right.
Gotta have somewhere to collect all the ejaculate.
Vampires have big loads. I don't know what. Al Lewis has now said the word ejaculate 9 times in this phone call.
I had to look up his name. Grandpa, is that you? That's right.
That's right. I tried to get other acting jobs, and they said, "You're that old fucker from The Munsters, right?" And I'm like, that show fucking sucked, and they hung up on me. So here I
said,
am.
fine, I'll start my own fucking hotline where I'll talk to kids about wearing a rubber.
I'll preach abstinence to children. As part of the Vampire Virgins Club of America.
All right, Gagger.
Yeah.
Listeners, contact us.
If you're Al Lewis, we're sorry. But, well, not really. You're probably dead.
Yeah,
but
he's for sure around, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely... if his hotline's still active, we should probably direct our listeners to support him, because he's probably like on dialysis, although he's a vampire, so he might be living forever. If you have ever called any of these hotlines or any other hotlines, if you had a take on which of those costumes that you would wear, or if you've ever seen like another like creepy creep phone style costume, Linguini style outfit to wear, let us know. And if you worn
Linguini style.
And let me know if you like what kind of reactions you got at the Halloween party or the school event you wore it to or whatever. But if you also, if you don't care about any of that, call Creep Phone. Leave us a message. It's us. No, if you'd like to let us know what snacks you think we should try in the podcast, let us know what you would have rated the snacks we've tried. Ask a question for the mailbag, any of that stuff. You can reach us at youtrydat@gmail.com. We're on Twitter, #YouTriedThat. We're on Facebook, You Tried Dat Group. We're on YouTube. We are on Instagram. If you do enjoy the podcast, we'd love it if you could leave a review and some stars and whatever else. And also tell your friends, family, and loved ones, so you can hear us cackling about Al Lewis talking to kids about ejaculate. And as always,
yeah, he really lost it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for listening.
All right.
Hey, brother.
Legit, we have
you got any of those magnet cat costumes around?
You were just gonna say, "Hey, brother."
Hey, brother. Anyway, thanks for listening, brother.
Creep Phone. Is that Hulk or Creep Phone? Hard to fucking tell. The voices are really.
Hey, brother. Yeah, I'm kind of a creep. Everybody knows this. I decided to start Creep Phone.
Hey, brother, you got any more of those reservoir tip condoms? Hulkster's got to go cuck some ladies, and I'm all out of rubbers.
Yeah, you take the banana, as you see. I can't see anything, Hulk. Well, I got a banana, okay, and then roll it out the top and leave a little tip, I guess, so to leave some room at the tip.
Leave a little bit of space at the top for the ejaculate.
He's not even Hulk Hogan anymore. He's just a surly weirdo. Leave some room in the preference of ejaculate. Hey, brother, let me use the back end of Brutus the Barber Beefcake shears. Now I'm going to roll a condom down one of the handles, leaving some room, of course, at the end for a tip to make room for the ejaculate.
It's because I don't want to impregnate your mom when I cuck her, brother.
My first time using one of these, brother, so I guess this is a roll it down and Leave some room at the tip, or what am I doing here?
Yeah, call me 1-800 for cool Hulk messages, or if you think I'm your dad.
I don't think there's going to be enough room at the tip. I got a really big load, brother.
Wow. Who's he talking to at this point? Why is he telling Al Lewis? Some kid called in to hear about his
now,
wrestling
Hulk,
matches?
leave a little room at the tip, Hulk. You got to roll it down your penis.
Fucking dial tone on the other end. Hulk's like, so then I take the banana, roll it down, and leave some room at the tip.
Look, I already know about my past. I'm worried about my future.
They keep telling me to remind everyone about leaving room at the tip. I'm a goddamn caller.
Just trying to spread the word about leaving room at the tip, brother. People keep hanging up on me. It's a valuable message I'm trying to spread.
Hi, Hulk. Can you tell me about when you slammed Andre the Giant? Yeah, I'll get there, brother. But let's
before you slam
talk
anything,
about how much room we need for your ejaculate.
Yeah. I got a quick question for you, brother. Did your parents say you could call here? Okay, good. How much load do you think you have on your typical ejaculate? What? That's going to dictate how much tip you need.
You can keep pushing 7 all you want. All the Hulk messages are about tip ejaculate.
Nope. There's no operator. Just me talking about ejaculate. You can't. You're stuck.
By the way, I just got a bunch of bananas lying around here. Do you want one? I don't know what to do with them.
Oh, you're pressing 4. Let's beat the Hulk. Well, you can't beat my ejaculate tip calculations here, so...
Calculations? All right, so 42 fluid ounces of cum times 19 condoms. You're going to need 27 condoms. You need 3 feet of runway on that condom.
Beautiful Mind was based on the Hulkster.
The amount of space you need depends on whether or not you're planning to sit on your hand first or not, because I come twice as hard as a stranger, let me tell you.
Now, sometimes what I do is I put a boglin at the tip of the condom. And you can poke a hole in it. You can fill up the inside. It's really just a finger puppet.
You may not need as much room as the Hulkster because it doesn't probably take you a calendar week to ejaculate.
Well,
any more Hulk? Hulk, don't let him die.
Hey, brother. My past was me thinking about getting hard. My present is me working towards it, and my far distant future is me finally getting hard.
Okay. Well, I'm really sorry.
Yeah,
if you're somehow still here, I'm really sorry. All right, that'll do it for this time. We'll be back next time. We're trying out 3 brand new snacks.
Deuces.